the Lord. And the Lord said to her, 2 nations are in your womb, and 2 people from within you. She shall be divided. The one shall be stronger than the other, the older shall serve the younger. When her days to give birth were completed, behold, there were twins in her womb. The first came out red. All his body was like a hairy cock. So they called his name Ishmael, after his brother came out with his hand holding Ishmael's heel. So his name was called Jacob. Isaac was 16 years old when she bore them. When the boys grew up, Ishmael was a skillful hunter, a man of the field, while Jacob was a quiet man dwelling in tents. Isaac loved Ishmael because he ate of his game, but Rebekah loved Jacob. Do you see anything familiar here, Christina, as you might see in an English drama of a royal family?
Well, all I see is twins. One is older, so obviously the birthright would go to him. And the other one's younger. The older one is loved by father, the younger one is loved by its mother.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I see.
Well, that's there. Yes, it definitely is. But I see a little more, to be honest, and I see, well, as we'll all see as we go on, this has great consequences later on. And I believe this is why all these names, and I apologize again, but I'm not good with these names, but the drama is there for a reason. Just like in a Shakespearean drama or an English drama, when you have a lot of people, they're there for a reason, because they point out things of what is going on. And this we shall definitely see. Ishmael sells his birthright. Once when Jacob was cooking stew, Ishmael came in from the field, and he was exhausted. And Ishmael said to Jacob, "Let me eat some of that red stew, for I am exhausted." Therefore his name was called Imran. Jacob said, "Sell me your birthright now." Ishmael said, "I'm about to die. Of what use is a birthright to me?" Jacob said, Swear to me now. So he swore to him and sold his birthright to Jacob. Then Jacob gave Ishmael bread and lentil stew, and he ate and drank and rose and went his way. Thus Ishmael despised his birthright. Question. Now you don't have to give me details, Christina. I'll go first to just show you. I have done stupid things where I have given something for something I should not have given away as quickly as I did. I admit I have. I think most people have. And they look back and say, I wish I still had that. Have you ever done that, Christina?
No, because I'm not a firstborn, besides the fact that I'm a firstborn daughter.
Well, I mean anything.
No, because this goes to birthrights.
I know, but that's not my question.
But no, I've never traded anything away, because if I were to give something away to somebody, I don't treasure it. I'm not someone who finds things, finds anything worth trading for and then being upset over it. I learned at a young age. There was a cross that I had gotten for myself that had the Lord's Prayer in it, and I loved it. I wore it all the time. And then the neighbor girl took it. And when I confronted her with it, she said she didn't have it. But I found it on her doorstep and it was broken. And it broke my heart. And I told myself at a young age never to treasure any materialistic thing. Materialistic items mean nothing. They come, they go, people take them. And I mean, it had the Lord's Prayer in it. I was very, very upset because I worked hard for it. And to have it taken and then her to break it because she wanted just the Lord's Prayer out of it, it taught me at a young age not to idolize anything. So I don't. So no, I've never given something away and regretted it. If I give something away, it's done consciously and it's done without any malice toward it. It's given and I forget and I move on.
I want to ask you something. Is that story in your book?
Yes.
That's I didn't remember that. That's a magnificent story. I mean, there's just a lot there. So,
It is, because I worked hard for that.
Yes.
In Bible study and through school.
I understand.
And it meant a lot to me.
Beautifully said. The drama is there. Well, excellent.
Yeah, because it came up so many times in my lifetime. People just took things from me, and I have to sit there and bear the burden of it. My divorce. You know, they say California, 50-50, down the middle. I was told no by a judge after 18 years of marriage. You will not get any proceeds of your house, of your property, nothing. I got zero in my divorce after 18 years to the man. Even though I had it in writing that he was gonna give me half the proceeds to the house when we sold it. The letter that my ex wrote with the realtor meant nothing to the judge. Every single property that I owned, all the rings that I had, the ring that his dying sister gave me, the judge said no. So it's constantly happening to me. So you have to throw that stuff away and just keep going. So I got zero. The only thing I'll get from that marriage is his Social Security when I'm older. That's it. Until then, zero. His pension, everything gone because of a judge. So there you go. That's life. In a state that's 50-50, I got zero.
All right, let us proceed, chapter 26. Now there was a famine in the land, besides the former famine that was in the days of Abraham. Now Isaac went to Gen, to Emash, king of the Philistines. And the Lord appeared to him and said, do not go down to Egypt, dwell in the land of which I shall tell you. Sojourn in this land, and I will be sojourney in this land, and I will be with you, and will bless you. For to you and to your offspring I will give all these lands, and I will establish the oath that I swore to Abraham your father. I will multiply your offspring as the stars of the heavens, and will give to your offsprings all these lands. And in your offspring all the nations of the earth shall be blessed, because Abraham obeyed my voice and kept my charge, my commandments, my statutes, and my laws.
And this is why I walked away, knowing God would always be there for me in the end.
Very good. So Isaac settled in Gerar. When the men of the place asked him about his wife, been here, done that, I think, he said, again, she is my sister. I just have a comment. I just have to say this. Indulge me for a second. I wonder, since that time in modern times, has anyone ever done that?
Try to pass off their wife as their sister?
Well, for protection or whatever reason.
I
don't know. I mean,
don't understand this at all.
Oh, I
don't get
understand
it.
it perfectly.
I don't.
I do. It's very simple. What he's trying, let me put the spin on it that I see. What I see here, both good and bad. The bad is, he's not telling the truth. He's not defending his wife. But on the other hand, when the forces, and you have to realize the situations they're in, the forces against him are much more than the forces for him in the world. He's protecting her and himself. So I understand, there's a logic here. It's not just a cruel and sensitive act. Although by modern sensibility, you would say, my God. So it goes both ways, in my view.
No, and I understand he's doing that because he's fearing that he's gonna die.
And
then they're gonna take her
Yeah.
and rape her.
Right, so I mean,
But they're gonna take her and rape her anyways,
Well, it's possible,
and he's
it's
gonna
possible.
stay alive.
yeah, it's
So
possible.
I think he's just doing it to protect himself, to keep him alive. And it's like, yeah, just, it's my sister. Go ahead and do whatever you want with her. It's okay. But it's not okay. It doesn't make sense to me.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Let's move on. So Isaac